Doug.
Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now, we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ12. Just go to Indeed.com/PODKATZ12 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready? Let's do the news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Summer McIntosh is just crushing it in Singapore. 3 World Championship gold medals. Still only 18 years old. She won the 200-meter butterfly yesterday. That was just shy of a new world record.
Oh, no.
She beat her own record that she set back in the June trials. She also won the 200 individual medley and the 400 freestyle earlier in the meet. She's aiming for 5 individual titles. This is a feat only accomplished by Michael Phelps when he was at the top of his game. Today in Singapore, she was qualifying for the 800-meter freestyle heats, made it to the finals, which go down on Saturday, which would be her going head-to-head with American star Katie Ledecky. So Summer just crushing, 18 years old. Oh, my God.
Summer.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Liam Neeson did a big interview with the New York Times talking about his late wife, Natasha Richardson, who, I don't know, do you remember Natasha Richardson at all? No, she passed away in 2009 from a skiing accident. She crashed while skiing and passed away. And since then, he's only dated once.
Wow.
And it was to a woman named Freya St. Johnson, and that ended in 2012. He hasn't dated anybody since. So the idea of Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson is like super wonderful, because it's not like his wife passed away, then he went through a period where he got remarried, and he's been on the scene with all these women. Like literally, like the love of his life passed away in 2009. He dated one woman in 2010 and has not dated really anybody since, at least publicly. And so now when you watch these videos of him and Pam, and they're like smitten and they're like fawning all over each other, and she's gone through hell too, right? So it's really beautiful. Like the whole thing is super beautiful. Dammit Maury had a chance to talk to Liza Koshy from the new Naked Gun movie. First question out of the gate, gotta ask about Liam and Pam.
Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson, my God, those two are so funny together. I gotta say, absolutely incredible. The world wants them to be a couple. I know you can't say whether they are or not, but do you not join us in saying they should be a couple?
Can I see? Yeah, I can see. They're brilliant. I mean, the chemistry is palpable, and I want it real badly a lot.
Right? Who doesn't? Naked Gun, by the way, so much controversy with this movie because the original guy for the Naked Gun said that he wrote a script, and then they went with Seth MacFarlane's script, and he says he's not going to watch it. But I'll tell you right now, for as like Naked Gun movies look dumb. Like when you watch the trailer, it's designed to look dumb, and it's Seth MacFarlane. But Naked Gun currently has the second best Rotten Tomatoes score for a comedy this decade.
Wow,
what? Right? So people are people are absolutely loving it. Here's more with Liza Koshy.
Liza, I gotta say, this was one of the funniest movies I have ever seen. The entire theater laughing their ass off. They were all, when you hear someone tell you that the whole theater was laughing so hard, how does that make you feel?
It makes me experience the same relief that we're all going to experience as a species because of this movie. I truly am so excited that we get to gather in community and watch this in theaters. It's nothing like sending a link to a friend and laughing over a video in isolation and then sending it to them and hoping, fingers crossed, that they find it funny too. No, it's evergreen comedy. It's slapstick. It's physical comedy. It's dry, deadpan, brilliant delivery. And everybody just gets to laugh together and have a universal experience to talk about.
If she sounds familiar to anyone or the name Liza Koshy, she originally got famous on Vine.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Vine? She was one of the big Vine stars.
Oh, really?
Before Vine went away.
What this girl looks like. Oh, okay. Yeah.
She was also in A Family Affair.
Yeah.
Like she's been in other movies as well.
But Vine is like the thing. If you're like, God, why do I know that voice? It's from Vine.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Carrie Underwood coming back for her 13th season, singing the theme song for Sunday Night Football. Here's a taste of that.
Here we go again.
It's season 20 of Sunday Night Football.
I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. The turkey rubbing a primetime fight. More than a game, it's everything's right. That's why we're waiting all day for Sunday night.
Go.
Now, do you think they sign her once a year, or do you think they have her on contract like 5 years, let's say, and then they renegotiate for another 5?
I mean, if like that. For somebody like her, I would say that it's probably a year to year because that's how you make the money.
Because her price just goes up.
Yeah. But she's been doing it a long time. I mean, at 13 years, maybe she signed in for multiple, sure. But first Sunday Night Football matchup with that new track goes down on September 7th.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Trump signed that executive order yesterday, 35% tariffs on all Canadian imports that are not covered in the USMCA deal that already exists, which is, it covers a lot, that deal, like 90% of stuff. But, all the copper and aluminum and lumber and all that other stuff, that is not compliant with USMCA. So that'll have the 35% tariffs on it. And who knows how Canada's going to respond. But, Trump, and if we go sort of countermeasures, he just ups them. And that's the way things are going to roll for the next little while.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It was revealed what Hulk Hogan died from. So he did have a heart attack. We all suspected that. He also had an irregular heartbeat. But one of the diagnoses from the autopsy that nobody knew was that Hogan also had leukemia.
What?
Yeah. So
no idea.
And they don't know when he was diagnosed. They don't know how long he had been living with leukemia for. But so that was part of the autopsy results. Justin Timberlake, we were playing a bunch of clips yesterday where it seemed like he was phoning it in during his concerts in Romania and then I think Ireland, and like just not singing at all, barely dancing, putting the mic down on the stage. So just basically letting the audience do all the work. And people were pissed off, rightfully so. But Justin Timberlake wrapped up his tour and revealed yesterday that he's been dealing with Lyme disease.
Oh, my God. What?
Yeah, he said, when I first got diagnosed, I was shocked for sure, but at least I could understand why I would be on stage and in a massive amount of nerve pain or just feeling crazy, fatigued, and sickness. According to the CDC, approximately 476,000 Americans are diagnosed and treated for Lyme disease every year. Lyme disease took Avril Lavigne down for I think it was over 5 years. She just couldn't do anything with when she was dealing with Lyme disease. So that's no joke.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Delta flight from hell, which was a flight from Salt Lake City to Amsterdam that they flew through some heavy turbulence and they had to divert to Minneapolis, St. Paul. 25 people were taken to the hospital. Here's a representative.
If you didn't have your seatbelt on, everyone that didn't have, they hit the ceiling and then they fell to the ground. And the carts also hit the ceiling and fell to the ground, and people were injured, and it happened several times. So it was really scary.
And here's two passengers talking about their experience.
The plane rose rapidly up about 500 feet and then did somewhat of a nosedive very rapidly down about 1,500 feet.
There's a moment where we thought we were going down. So I'm, still shaken about it. It was very scary. One young lady in particular, I believe she got thrown up twice to the ceiling and down and landed on people. And I think she ended up with some fractured ribs.
Crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, so everybody was released from the hospital, and passengers, I guess they say, will continue on to Amsterdam from Minneapolis on a special flight. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
We all know that the Mark Zuckerberg, the Social Network Part 2 is coming out. Aaron Sorkin is going to write it and direct it. The last one was directed by David Fincher, right? So Jesse Eisenberg is not coming back to play Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay.
So the first two sort of casting rumors that came out were Jeremy Strong is apparently the first choice now to play Mark Zuckerberg. He's the older brother from Succession.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
right?
sure.
Sort of looks like him already.
Yeah.
But also Jeremy Allen White and Mikey Madison are also attached to the project very, very loosely. So that could be a stacked cast for that. Kim Kardashian, her Skims line released the Skims face wrap. Did you see this thing? You put it on and it holds like your
Looks
chin.
like underwear.
It looks like underwear that you wrap around your head and your ears poke out the side. So they call it our first ever face innovation, made with signature sculpting fabric and infused collagen yarns for ultra soft jaw support. But everybody was saying it looked like the Hannibal Lecter mask.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, from Silence of the Lambs. So I don't know who is in Anthony Hopkins' organization, but they put it on him and they filmed a video. And here's Anthony Hopkins.
Hello, Kim. I'm already feeling 10 years younger.
Oh my God.
Bye.
But does it work? That is the big question. Or is it all just, are you just literally putting a sock on your head? Here is an experienced cardiologist and aesthetic practitioner, Dr. Raj.
Whatever happens, please do not listen to Kim Kardashian for facial advice. She's paid, she benefits. This facial Skims shapewear is an utter load of rubbish. It's going to do nothing, it's not going to help, and it's going to promise to reshape the face when literally it cannot. Don't get me wrong, if you put it on, it's going to obviously move the skin for a period of time, lasting probably an hour or so. But these are things that are utterly useless, and it's just not helpful. That shapewear is going to give you absolutely zero benefit. It's going to pretend to reshape the face long term, and it doesn't. It just is not true. And this is the problem with influencers, celebrities, when they're promoting things with very little evidence and they're making money from you. We must be following evidence-based medicine, which includes aesthetics, before we do anything, and we know it's beneficial. So facial Skims wear, utterly useless. Please don't follow it, and please don't follow any aesthetic advice the Kardashians give.
Wow. Yo, Shem, you got to see if you can get a refund on that.
Damn, man.
Get a refund, man.
That plus the CPAP machine. What a look.
I know. So hot.
What do you think it's just?
So hot, Shem.
I know. Shem thought they were undies. Why is it so tight?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, remember Sean Kingston?
Yeah.
What was his song?
You're so beautiful, girls.
I don't remember it.
Beautiful girl.
As much as I'd love to hear Maury's angelic voice, it's not helping.
But you're not listening.
Okay, one more time.
Beautiful girl.
I don't know. Didn't he have like a banger?
That was it.
That was it?
You're way too beautiful, girl.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
sang.
yeah. You're right, Maury. That was my fault. Anyway, Sean Kingston was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison On Friday, after being convicted, if you remember the story, he was convicted of $1 million fraud scheme with his mom.
Right. Yes,
So Kingston and his mom, Janice, she was convicted she got 5 years in March for conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 4 counts of wire fraud. According to federal prosecutors, Sean and his mom orchestrated a scheme to obtain high-end items, including SUVs, jewelry, expensive watches, a full wall-size TV, and not paying for them. They falsely claimed to have made wire payments for all the stuff, but investigators later confirmed the payments were never completed. Authorities presented evidence showing the pair used fake wire transfer receipts as proof of payment. A key piece of evidence in the trial was a text from Sean to his mom that read, "I told you to make a fake receipt."
Bro.
Well,
that could be traced.
Bruh.
I didn't
That could
think
be
texts were admissible.
Of course they are.
More sweating now.
Starting now.
Even if they're deleted more, they can get those, right?
No, that's just in the TV shows.
No, it's not. No. You don't think Sean deleted? I told you to make a fake receipt.
Damn, man.
I don't know. Doing this with your mom, too, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the crazy part, is that it was the two of them. And she seemed really to be like the leader of this whole thing.
Into it.
Like, she was really...
Listen to your mother.
Yes. She was really into it.
Yeah. You learn Photoshop now.
Yes.
You learn how to make receipts.
I told you to make a fake receipt.
Damn.
God, what that must have been like in prison or in trial that day. You know what I mean? Like, you're hoping for the best. And they're like, okay, Sean, we're just going to go through your text messages here. You're accused of making fake receipts for $1 million worth of goods. Let me just read you one text that you wrote to your mother. I told you to make a fake receipt. Like, how do you fight that?
You can't, bro.
Could you say, but she never did it?
No. Like,
he still sent the text.
Yes, he sent the text.
Yeah, but she didn't make the receipt.
It doesn't matter. She did make the receipt.
They were fake.
They were all fake.
We're just testing out his own defense. Look
I know.
So what you're saying is...
I know. Maury's like Better Call Saul. Are you a criminal lawyer? Are you a criminal lawyer?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Morgan Wallen as a sister. Now, if you gave me 5 guesses of what Morgan Wallen's sister's name was, I think I would have nailed it within 5.
Molly.
Nope.
Oh, Beth.
No.
Ruth.
No.
That's 3 so far. Okay. Oh, is it like a hyphenated? Like Becky Sue?
No, it is not. Good question, though. Good question.
Okay, is it Bonnie?
No.
Okay, I'm up.
No.
That's my 5.
Michaela. I would have got that.
Okay.
For sure. I guess she's a singer too. This is I need your thoughts on this, Shem, because like everybody's loving this and saying that they should now do a duet together. But here's Michaela Wallen doing House of the Rising Sun.
There is a house in New Orleans. They call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of an 8-hour boy. And God, I know I'm one.
Shem?
Okay, so I have a couple thoughts.
Yeah, young girls love that yodel sing, huh?
Yeah, it could be acoustics. Didn't sound the greatest to me. She also sounds like she's singing in cursive. I didn't understand a word she just said.
Yes.
It sounded very American Idol to me.
It reminds
like
me.
that
I
auditions,
get that. I
right?
get that.
It sounds like she's trying to mimic Lana Del Rey.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
See, I don't know a lot of Lana Del Rey, but that's what it sounds like.
To me,
That's what she's trying to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so fans are wanting them to do a duet together.
Becky Sue Wallen.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Niall Horan and Shawn Mendes reunited to perform This Town, if you're interested in hearing that.
Wait, what?
Did you not know that?
No.
No? So Niall Horan and Shawn Mendes, I guess, I don't know.
Where was this?
They did stuff before. It was at the Shawn Mendes show, was it not?
It was his concert.
Yeah. And Shawn Mendes is very understated now, right? Like Shawn Mendes, like when he was a kid, like he would always, I always felt that he was singing above his age, right? Like, he was always mature in the way he played, the way he sang, his compositions, everything else was always a little bit above. Now that he's sort of like a man, right? He's very understated. And when you hear him bring out Niall Horan on stage, like it's super casual.
So they did this before in 2016.
Oh, hold on.
Everybody, please welcome Mr. Niall Horan to the stage.
Oh, wow. Look at that crowd.
If the whole world was watching, I'd still dance with you. Always
I remember the song, yeah.
be there with you. Over and over, the only truth. Everything comes back to you. You still make me nervous when you walk in the room. Butterflies, they come alive when I'm next to you. Over and over,
They sound beautiful together.
This is like the perfect song for each of them to sing.
Yeah. They sound beautiful together.
Yeah. What were you saying before, Maury? They performed it-
2016, this is the first time they got together.
Was this a song that was always the two of them?
Yeah.
Was it, huh?
No,
Why
that
have
was
I
a
never-
Niall song.
Yeah, this sounds
But they did it together before, like on stage.
So it's a Niall song, not a
Yeah.
Sean song.
Yeah,
I didn't
correct.
know that. Why didn't I know that?
Beautiful
No.
song.
Hey, play the beginning again for me. Listen to this pop. Oh, whoops.
Everybody, please welcome Mr. Niall Horan to the stage.
Yeah.
It's not bad, huh?
Yeah. Great
Hey,
surprise. for the crowd.
didn't 1D break up 10 years ago this week or something like that? Isn't that the story?
Right. Yeah.
10 years ago.
Crazy to think about that.
Wow.
10 years, man.
That's wild to me, 10 years ago. And how long were they even a band for? Like 4?
No.
If that.
If that, right?
Yeah.
Longer.
You think longer?
I don't
Yeah, it
think
was
so, Maria.
longer. It was, but when I got into high school until I was in university.
They were together
It
for
was
5
like
years.
5, 6 years.
How long?
5 years. They
5
got together
years.
in X Factor in 2010 and then broke up in 2015.
But how long for their first album, though? Like from first album until they broke up? Like what was that? Like 4 years, right? Had to be.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, jeez, that's not even a long
That's
time.
5 years of my life.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm going to send a couple of pictures to the group chat of a woman whose husband died. And
Oh, God.
when he died, she wanted to keep something that was personal to him and her. And so what she did was she had the funeral home slice off the part of his body that had a Pittsburgh Steelers tattoo.
What?
And encase the skin in a frame so she could always have it. I guess it's a thing that people do. There's like a service that helps out with this. So I'll send you the picture and then we can listen to her sort of describe it.
That's a man's skin.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
No. Take a picture.
Do they dip it in something so it doesn't go bad?
I guess it's a whole process. But here is Angelica Radoveski.
We really had my husband's tattoo preserved. On Friday, after everybody left and I was doing my goodbye, is when the mortician and I stood there and I got to outline the exact tattoo I wanted. My husband having over 70 tattoos, I wanted the surrounding tattoos in it as well. So you outline it and then the tissue is removed, and Save My Ink Forever sent the funeral home a preservation bag and sends it to Save My Ink Forever. When they showed us his tattoo, it was undescribable as to what that felt.
So
Okay,
she's
I understand
super emotional about it.
the sentiment. No disrespect to the dead.
Oh wow, I'm looking at all these pictures. Oh my God, they preserved a guy's, he had his whole back and arms tattooed, and they took that off him.
The same guy?
No, a different guy.
Oh.
I'm just looking at all these in frames.
So really quick, no disrespect to the dead, but this is a terrible looking tattoo.
Terrible tattoo.
His artist should be ashamed.
Oh, it's a terrible tattoo. But yeah,
Would you want your family to preserve your tattoos?
No, burn me. I don't want anything preserved. But when you die, Maury, I'm taking that microphone tattoo you got on your arm, and I'm hanging.
You'll have to fight Matthew for it.
I'm hanging it right. I'm talking into it every day.
Oh, that's so
yeah.
weird.
Hey, that's kind of sweet.
No, that's what I'm gonna do.
Wrap it around the microphone that you have right now.
Yes, I will.
That's
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. Yes, you're right. Yeah. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna take that skin of Maury's microphone and I'm gonna wrap it around my actual microphone. Yeah. This is gonna be so glorious.
I was gonna smell in here.
Oh, it's gonna be. It's gonna be
I do hope
so.
the pimple that's on it right now goes away
It's
by
gonna be
then.
so great.
Oh my gosh.
You're not sick or anything, are you, Maura?
Not yet.
Damn. I want your microphone tattoo more than I want you. Anyway, that's a thing people do. I had no idea that people did that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I don't know if you've seen this, but Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, has been tweeting like Donald Trump.
Huh?
Have you seen this? So
No.
everybody wants Gavin Newsom to run in the next election against Trump, and he's been revamping his image and everything else. And there's this huge thing going on. So it started in Texas where they're redrawing the maps of all the districts in order to eliminate a couple Democratic ridings to add more Republican ridings so they don't lose the House. And then California is now threatening to do the same thing. If the people vote for it, they're going to start redrawing their maps to get rid of, because I think they have like 4 or 5 Republican ridings in California. So there's this huge map war going on. But you know how Donald Trump tweets, right?
Yeah.
Like all caps, like broken sentences, everything else. So Gavin Newsom's office has started tweeting like Trump in response to Trump. So Donald Trump tweeted out the word Bella, B-E-L-A, but I guess he wanted to write the word beta. And then Gavin Newsom's office tweeted this: Donald, tiny hands, has written his autobiography this morning. Unfortunately, low IQ. He spelled it wrong. Beta. Soon you will be a fired beta because of my perfect, beautiful maps. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Real bad man.
Then he tweeted, this was after Trump met with Vladimir Putin. He goes, Trump just fled the podium with Putin. No questions, nothing. Total low energy. The man looked like he'd just eaten 3 buckets of KFC with Vlad.
Oh, my gosh.
He is afraid the press will ask about me, America's favorite governor.
Damn, bro.
And then he followed that up with, Tiny Hands is out there copying me, but without the stamina, sad, and certainly without the looks. Total beta.
Lord have mercy.
And
He's going all in.
as goofy as it is to do this, because he's like a massive politician who wants to be the president of the United States. As goofy as this is, and as like low as this is, and like it's unbecoming of anyone.
Totally.
It's working.
Yeah, this is the stuff that'll really make him mad.
It's
You know you
working.
lose.
Like
getting under his skin.
that's the crazy part about all this, is that it's working. It's getting under Trump's skin, and it's actually working with people. Like the reaction to this was not the, hey, don't go, you're above this kind of thing.
Totally.
People are loving it. It's really wild.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ12. Just go to Indeed.com/PODKATZ12 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
And just like that wrapped up,
Thank God.
So it's done now. There's no more seasons coming. This was the spinoff to Sex and the City.
How many seasons did they do?
They did 3.
Bleh.
And Catherine hate watched it, as I would sit there and not watch it. But I want to play you this. This is Bethany Frankel. She just finished the episode and not a fan.
I don't feel bad about saying this about And Just Like That, because they dragged me season 1 when Sarah Jessica Parker's character said, every time I thought about getting a place in the Hamptons, I always found a reason to not do it. And Seema says, was that reason always Bethany Frankel? They're so cute. It's funny. I was actually really flattered. Great. So I have nevertheless, because I've been bored, watched this series. This is the worst show ever. Like, honestly, this is from hero to zero. It's just so forced, so every second someone is wearing the most ridiculously outlandish, like one of the women is wearing like snuffleupagus at a purse, and Charlotte and her husband are both like, one has vertigo, one I guess his ball surgery, but like they don't have a housekeeper in their massive apartment on the Upper East Side, so they got to clean up after themselves, like everything. Aiden is just like he's like goofy all of a sudden from like Disneyland. Everybody's just like a weird caricature of themselves, and it's just like the most bizarre forced show that like put it in the back and shoot it, like put it to rest. Okay, if you're gonna take a shot at this, B, you better not miss, and you guys missed.
Wow. So
I mean,
I agree.
That's a great clapback. That's a great clapback.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It's no secret that this country has been fractured politically and socially, and there's this team, and it's been that way for a while. And how wild was it this weekend that the entire country came together in order to hate on Air Canada? Everybody agreed, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't see I was reading all the Air Canada stuff, and there was very few two sides.
Yeah.
So Air Canada scrapped plans to resume service yesterday after CUPE, the union representing the striking flight attendants, said that it would defy the federal government order for them to return to their jobs. So here is their head of their head rep, Mark Hancock from CUPE. He has the order in his hand, and he's at a podium. And at one point, when you hear the crowd go wild, as he tears up the back to work order.
This is the CIRB order. Supposed to do. I'm expected to say, stand down. I'm expected to direct you to go back to work. I'm expected to end this strike. When this strike would end. I said it clearly then, and I will say it clearly now. This strike will end when we get a collective agreement that works for our members.
So
Stone Cold Mark Hancock.
So and that was the government that stepped in, the federal government that stepped in, and it was like, that's bad when that happens too. So Air Canada said the union illegally directed its flight attendant members to defy the direction to return to work. Air Canada said it plans to resume flights as of this evening, Monday night, though it did not provide any details on how it may do so should flight attendants stay off the job. It also didn't say whether it would be a full resumption of service or some flights would still remain canceled. Here's how it breaks down, and I'll give you both sides here. Air Canada's offer to the union, this was as of the 14th, was a total compensation increase of 34% over 4 years, new industry-leading provisions when it comes to ground pay, more paid vacation, better rest, work-life balance, reduced in-flight workloads. Air Canada claims that their flight attendants earn up to $17 an hour more than their largest domestic competitor. The union shot back with, I know you will hear Air Canada offered us 38%. These are the facts. 38% was total compensation that includes taxable benefits. It's important to pay attention to the words being used. They go on to say Air Canada is using misleading kitchen sink figures to make the public believe that flight attendants who rely on food banks and second and third jobs are the ones being greedy. In reality, the company has offered a 17.2% wage increase over 4 years. Even in year 4, Air Canada's offer in 2028, Air Canada flight attendants would earn less than competitor airlines in Canada already earn today. Air Canada's offer is below market value. So they don't even agree on what the standards are, let alone what the compensation should be, when you should be compensated. But there's a lot of people stranded right now. There's a lot of flight attendants stranded right now that can't even get a hold of. Like if you're like a passenger looking to get a hold of Air Canada to either rebook you on something or figure out what's going on with your flight, you can't get a hold of anybody. The flight attendants can't even get a hold of anybody who are stranded in parts all over the world. So
that's fair, man.
So Air Canada says they want to start resuming tonight. The union, they're not calling them back. So I don't know who's going to be on those flights, even if it's going to happen. But that's their deal.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Pete Davidson did an interview where he was talking about, remember the whole BDE thing?
Oh, yeah.
Right, with Ariana Grande and how that all started, and you know whether it was a good thing for him or a bad thing. When you hear Pete talk about it, it was fairly embarrassing. He didn't love it, and now all these years later, he's finally able to articulate it.
It's embarrassing because, you know, first of all, it's Hollywood. Everybody, everyone.
Yeah.
Everybody's dating everybody. Why are they focusing on me? It's because I'm not Glenn Powell handsome. That stuff affects relationships. Like seeing that and like trying to move around and go on dates and like just be like a young dude who's trying to figure out who he is, and like not to be like, I don't want to victimize myself in any way because I'm cool, but like the sexualization of me, like if that was a girl, you know, like people would be like, there'll be a march for it. Like seriously, you're just talking about my all day, and it's like people do that on the internet to like, you know, let's say Sydney Sweeney or whatever, but it's people on there's no like radio hosts or like news people being like, this guy with the or like they don't talk about girls like that professionally. Like it was embarrassing.
When did that start? Like who started that rumor?
It was, I think it was like the New York Times or something when I started dating someone that I guess they considered out of my league, which I think everyone is out of my league, but you know, they were like, this guy must have big energy. And then someone confirmed it. And then it was just like,
confirmed it. I don't remember.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, Ariana Grande. Remember when she did that?
Yeah.
She went very public with that.
This guy, Pete Davidson, he's like, I don't know, different. It sounds like he's really matured over the past.
Well, he's not high as hell anymore all the time, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he went through. He really, really went through it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, have you ever wondered how a 14-year-old chicken spends its day?
Chicken?
Yeah. So, how old do you think the oldest chicken is, Mocha? How old? Like, what's an old chicken?
25?
25.
Yeah.
Shem, what's an old chicken?
Like 10 years? I don't know.
Not your legs. But, sorry, I could have said I went through in my head. I was about to say your mom. I was about to say your girl. I was about to say, but there's a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm sorry, I landed on legs.
Bro.
It didn't even work. The joke didn't even work.
Sweet baby
You don't have to even answer that, okay? I apologize.
Yeah,
but Shem, what's an old chicken? Like, how old is an old chicken?
Like 15 years?
15. Maria, what's an old chicken?
7.
7. Damn it, Maury, what's an old chicken?
20.
20. The Guinness World Records announced the oldest chicken is 14 years old. Here is the chicken handler.
Defied all odds because most Easter egg or hens live an average of 5 to 8 years.
There we go.
She has been through a lot in her long lifetime. She's had chicken pox, because yes, chickens do get chicken pox. She likes to watch TV when she hears it on. She gets fresh lettuce or spinach daily, scratched and laid in crumbles, and a fruit and nut wheel with fresh water, changed every day. And she loves to sleep with my flip-flop.
Right? Come on now. If I had a chicken that watched television, slept with my flip-flop, I would never let that thing go.
Yeah, 14 years, what a
Right?
life.
Yeah, I would never let that thing go. Anyway, there is the oldest chicken on the earth right now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Apparently, the Air Canada strike is over.
Hey!
So, no details yet. No statement from Air Canada. Barely anything from CUPE, but breaking news. Flight attendants are no longer on strike. The strike is over. Yes. The airline and the union have reached a tentative agreement. I guess now the union then will present this to their flight attendants, and then everybody can get back to work. So, I don't know. But I want to play this clip from late last night because as far as how fast they can get everybody back to work, I'm looking for clip number 1 from Air Canada VP Mark Nasser over there, Mocha.
Right now, our priority is doing everything we can to take care of our customers, and our coworkers at the airport are doing everything they can to that end. We need to get the planes back in the sky. We need to get customers moving again. And the way we're going to do that is for CUPE to resend their legal directive against this strike. Unfortunately, we're now at the point where a startup to complete would take between 7 to 10 days. Now, when CUPE changes their position, we can get the airline going in the same hour. But it's going to be a gradual ramp up as we position crews back around the world. We take planes out of their parking. We complete the necessary maintenance.
So that was last night, right? So that was before the deal. And again, the big news this morning is that the Air Canada strike is over. So it seemed to me like as soon as this thing is officially over and everybody starts going back to work, it's not like all those flights that were planned are now going to start just taking off. Like this is going to take some time.
Yeah.
Because they
have a huge backlog.
They get a huge backlog. All those flights are there. All those flight attendants are stranded all over the world. So as it is right now, Air Canada, the flight attendant strike is over. So, which is kind of cool.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jays last night with I don't know how many throwing errors happened in that game. Like enough. There was errors, fights, ejections. It was a crazy game. The Jays have been on a heater, and at some point they're going to have a stinker. And oh my God, was last night a stinker?
Pittsburgh, by the way.
Pittsburgh, yeah, 5-2 they lost. Not to mention Vladdy leaves with a sore hammy. Mm-hmm. It's a hamstring for those people who are not athletes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Was that okay? Pause real quick.
What?
But like he stretched it out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't stretch it out far enough, though, apparently.
No.
So here is John Schneider talking about Vladdy.
He's doing all right. It was after that stretch. Obviously, I think this time of year everyone's kind of grinding a little bit, and I think that just kind of irritated his hammy. But it's just tightness. Oh, sorry. He's going to get an MRI tonight just to kind of rule everything out. Then we'll see how he is tomorrow.
It's tough to get Vladdy out of the game at all. What did he say to you guys? What was going on, like in between innings?
Went back out there. I think he just wanted to, test it out a little bit and wanted to be sure that he wasn't going to really aggravate it. So, I trust him. He knows himself really well, and I can't afford to lose him for an extended period of time. So it was partially precautionary too, and hopefully he's good to go in the next day or two. But he's obviously really important to our lineup.
See, it's the hammy. Anyway, last night was a stinker. Let's forget about that one.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Over the weekend in Las Vegas, a DJ named Griffin, who was doing a show at XS inside the Wynn Hotel. So he accidentally let a Justin Bieber impersonator jump on stage and perform, thinking it was actually Justin Bieber.
Hold on, that wasn't Bieber?
No, that was not Bieber.
I saw the video.
No, the impersonator was a guy named Bustin' Jeeber.
Original.
And once they identified who he was, he was then banned from re-entering all Wynn Hotel properties. This is in a statement to TMZ. They say, as soon as we recognized the error, he was removed from the resort and denied future entry. So here is a little bit from Bustin' Jeeber performing for the crowd on Saturday. Right?
Hold on, but like he's singing.
He's singing, yeah.
Like listen, man, I believed it.
But again, this isn't like a stadium, so he's not far away. Like people like 4 feet away from him. And he took his shirt off too.
Wait, so is he all tatted up?
Right. I mean, yeah, but I don't know whether they're real or not. But he's much bulkier than Bieber. And here, I'll play you. So Griffin posted a thing where he was like, he showed him introducing him on stage, and he was rocking out behind him. And then they caught the moment because they were filming everything with him. So what I'm going to play you right now is Griffin walking out of the club on such a high where he's like, oh my God, that was amazing. And then it immediately cuts to somebody going, that dude wasn't Bieber. And then it cuts to him ending in a hotel room.
That was insane. We gotta talk. That was actually insane. Complete fake. No way. I swear on my life.
I literally thought, I was like, damn, he put on a lot of weight since the album dropped.
Oh, wow.
Because this guy's way more jacked than Bieber is, right? Like he looks like Bieber used to look like.
Bustin' Jeeber.
Right? So anyway, Bustin' Jeeber tweeted, they got me trending. Yeah, I played y'all, but the crowd was loving you, boy. So F it. The show goes on. Bustin' Jeeber coming at you live.
I believed it. Trust me. I saw the clips on the weekend. I believed it.
No. You jaleebed it.
Oh, there you go.
Because his followers are the jaleebers.
Terrible.
So if you saw any of that stuff from Bieber, and they show him, there's a video of where Griffin, the DJ, comes down onto the floor and he's talking to Bieber and all Bieber's guys.
Yeah.
Right. And they're like, it's loud, it's dark, it's hard to see. He's got sunglasses on.
Sure.
And they're negotiating, when do you want to come on stage? What song do you want to do? It was a whole thing. Right? And then they brought him off to the side, and then Griffin went back up, grabbed the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Bieber. And then he came out and performed and danced.
Clock up another W for Bustin' Jeeber.
There we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Some guys aren't just big enough, and so they pay to get bigger.
Huh?
Excuse me?
Bro, what are you talking about?
Leg lengthening in Turkey. I was reading a huge article about this. This is crazy, man. You ever seen how they do this?
No.
So the first thing they do is they break your bones, right?
God have mercy.
What?
Yeah, they break your bones and then they insert rods and rings around your femur, right?
Yeah.
And there's a key that goes into this mechanism that's inside your leg. And every day for 10 weeks, they crank this key 1 millimeter.
What?
And what it does is it expands your bone apart, and then new bone grows in between. And
people are doing this?
And when you're done that procedure, then if you're in Turkey, after they've sawed your legs in half, the agony comes afterwards. You got to do daily physiotherapy, learn how to walk again. You got to be on blood thinners, a ton of painkillers, and then they send you off, and you live in this hotel with other Westerners who are all there for the same treatment. So you get 20 guys living in an Istanbul hotel, all getting their physiotherapy while somebody carries them to the bathroom, and they're there for weeks and weeks and weeks. No. It costs, if you go to Turkey, it's 32 grand. Whew. If you go to a private clinic in the UK, it's over 300 grand. China banned this in 2006. Now, what are the downsides?
Hold on, this has been going on for that long?
This has been going on. The tech to do this was discovered in the 50s, that you could do this. There's just a lot of places don't do this, right? So aside from the pain and the cost and the time away from life, you're dealing with blood clots, joint issues, failure to grow new bones, blood vessel injuries, scarring, chronic pain, as well as something called ballerina syndrome, where the Achilles tendon fails to stretch adequately, forcing your feet in an exaggerated arch so your toes point forward to prevent you, and you can't walk. So basically, after they finish cranking it, your toes are perpetually forward. So like if you were to walk, you would be walking like a ballerina, like on your toes, because your Achilles didn't stretch
not
enough.
worth it.
And it's all for roughly 8.5 centimeters.
That's it?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, thanks.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
sometimes 8 centimeters is enough.
Yeah. 8 centimeters, Maury. How big? Show me on your hand how big 8 centimeters is.
This big.
Yeah, that's not 8 centimeters, Holmes. But yeah, 8.5 centimeters is the sort of norm on what the bones and tendons and muscles can safely handle, which is crazy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Pierre Poilievre won his by-election last night in, where was it? It's like Battle River, Crawfoot. So he was in an Ottawa riding when the last election happened, and then he got his ass beat. And then, so he was the official leader of the opposition, right? House of Commons isn't sitting right now, but they will in the fall. So they allowed him to sort of go and find this place where he could run a by-election. So the way it worked was there was a guy already out in Battle River, Crawfoot, who won his election during the last election. Very popular. People loved him. Loved the community, lived there, everything else. And then when a party leader, the official opposition, loses their seat, they got to go find another seat. So they went to this guy and were like, yo, you're out, right?
No.
I'm sorry, we know you just won. Congratulations and everything. But you're going to sit, and then I'm going to come and run in your area, and we're going to do a by-election. And then, and then I'm going to win.
Yeah, and it's going to be my election.
In my election, yes.
So bye.
Yes.
Alicia.
That's what it was. It was the by-election. So he won with like 80% or something like that. So he will be able to sit in the House of Commons.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play this clip real quick. Tyrese Maxey, Philadelphia 76ers. He did a live stream, and this thing was like over 20 minutes long, where he is alone in his kitchen, and in front of him, he has a can of dog food and a hand can opener.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
I need y'all help, man. I need to feed my dogs, and normally, Chef helps me use the can opener for my dogs. Tell me what I need to do. Somebody on here, show me how to work this thing.
What?
You don't know how to use the can? No, I don't. Lock it in like you got a wrench. Call your chef. I can't call Chef today. Chef is off. I just never need to learn how to use a can opener. I lived in the house with my mama, both my grandmothers. What was I using the can opener for?
This went on 20 minutes.
Bro, you ever heard of YouTube?
20 minutes.
Save yourself the embarrassment.
Yeah, 20 minutes. Yeah.
How old is he? What's his name?
Tyrese Maxey. I don't know. He's a young guy.
He's got to be super young,
right?
man.
Young.
He is 24 years old.
24. Yeah. And then at one point, somebody said flip the can upside down.
No.
Yeah. And then you know where the can's different on the bottom,
Yeah.
right? And,
That's impossible.
right. And then and they just made it impossible for him.
Yeah.
And then they were like wedged the can in between the can opener, but he held it and made like little legs out of it and was trying to like crush the can with the
Like to
actual
pop
handle.
the top off?
Yeah. And then he took the can opener and put it on the top of the can and started twisting it. And all he did was just completely destroy the paper label across the can of dog food. So I don't know if he ever got it open or not.
Yo, that poor dog. Hungry.
Yeah, starving.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Statement from CUPE, the union representing the flight attendants with Air Canada. They say flight attendants at Air Canada and Air Canada Rouge have reached a tentative agreement achieving transformational change for our industry after a historic fight to affirm our charter rights. Unpaid work is over. We have reclaimed our voice and our power. They go on to say, when our rights were taken away, we stood strong, we fought back, and we secured a tentative agreement that our members can now vote on. Air Canada said that it will gradually restart operations at some point this afternoon. They say the first flights are scheduled for this evening, but customers are advised that the airline's return to full regular service may require 7 to 10 days as aircrafts and crew are way out of position and scattered all over the place. During this process, some flights will need to be continue to be canceled and rescheduled until they can stabilize their entire fleet. Only customers with confirmed bookings whose flights are shown as operating should go to the airport. So just because you hear this news does not mean that the flight that you have scheduled for today is in fact even going to take off. So just please
Still gonna be a
check.
mess.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I want to play this clip of BC Lions defensive back Patrice Rene.
Okay.
So his grandmother passed away on August 8th, and the family had scheduled. So he was out in BC. The funeral was in Montreal, or in Ottawa rather. And they scheduled the funeral on Monday, yesterday, so he wouldn't miss Saturday's game.
Okay. That's nice.
We all know what went down with Air Canada on Saturday.
Yeah.
So here's Patrice Rene.
I tried to call customer service, couldn't reach anybody. Tried to email, couldn't reach anybody. And then at that point, I'm just looking at other different flights, different airlines, just trying to find my best possible way to get to Ottawa. But unfortunately, everything was booked. The thing that hurts me the most is not that she passed. Like, I knew everybody has their day, everybody has their time. She lived a great life. She was older. But the thing that hurt the most was just not being able to be there for my family, not being able to be there for my mom, not able to hug her on this day after she lost her mother. Just watching the live stream and seeing my family, and I can't even touch them. Seeing the casket was crazy to know that I don't get to see my grandma anymore. Like, I missed my chance to see her.
Oh, man.
He did say that he was not angry at these striking flight attendants, saying, I studied labor relations and employment relations. I understand what's happening. So that's just one of the stories to come out of all of this.
That's sad.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
After meeting with Zelensky and European leaders in the White House yesterday, Donald Trump spoke with Putin again on the phone.
Oh, look at them, best
Excuse
friends.
me, I know. To discuss a meeting between Putin and Zelensky. The European leaders, including Zelensky, see a ceasefire as a necessary condition for any negotiations to end the war. Meanwhile, Russia launched its heaviest aerial assault on Ukraine since July, killing at least 8 people and injuring dozens in the past 24 hours. So far, the Kremlin has only said that it is prepared to, quote, raise the level of delegation it sends to any meeting with Ukraine, but did not say whether that means that Putin is prepared to meet with Zelensky personally. And then today, Russia's foreign minister refused to commit to any meeting between Putin and Zelensky, but stopped short of ruling it out entirely. So what's supposed to happen is Zelensky and Putin are supposed to meet together, and then ceasefire potentially, and then Putin, Zelensky, and Trump were supposed to meet. The three of them. So the first thing that has to happen is the meeting between Putin and Zelensky. And right now, it's not looking like either of them really want to do that. So
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Big news at a WWE last night. WWE Women's Champion Naomi announcing that she is pregnant with her husband Jimmy Uso's baby.
I'm going to leave my title here. And I'm going to give you heifers 9 months and some change. To do whatever you want to do with my title. And even if I gotta come back, breastfeeding with my baby in my arm.
Yeah, girl.
I'm coming back to pick up where I left off. And whoever has that title when I do, I strongly advise you to proceed with caution.
Yes.
Good for her. Good for
and
them.
she did make a point to tell the crowd that the bloodline continues, whatever that means.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, are you kidding?
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Is this
so
a big
good.
deal?
Yes.
Yes.
Huge deal.
Did we know that they were married in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah,
did.
of course.
Okay,
Yeah,
because they've been married since 2014.
Yeah, yo, keep
It's a
up,
long
Moose.
time.
Keep on, Moose.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know. She looks tough, that woman. Is she tough?
She is.
Super cool, too.
Yeah?
She's real nice.
Real
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So,
Very tough.
So there you go. So Jimmy Uso, that's a great name on that guy. And Naomi. Naomi's real name, I think, is a better wrestling name than Naomi. Hold on here. I read it.
It's Trinity.
Trinity. Why don't they
Trinity's
just
her
call
real
her
name.
Trinity?
Yeah.
I guess because WWE won't own it, right?
Correct.
There you go.
Yeah, that's got to be some part of the deal, right? But yeah, so she laid the belt down in the ring and then was like, "Listen, heifers, you can do whatever
So
you
what
want
are
to
they going
do
to do
with
now?
this."
Shum, they're going to do like a tournament
There'll
then?
probably be like a tournament. Yeah, the next premium live event.
Yeah.
Which would be Survivor?
Clash of the Paris.
Oh, right. That's this weekend, isn't it?
It sure is.
Oh, man. You think they could
next
pull
weekend.
this because she was supposed to fight last week, I believe, and wasn't medically cleared, right?
Yes, and then it sort of sparked speculation that something's going on with her, which is actually interesting because she came back to the WWE after actually walking out of a Monday Night Raw. So people were worried, oh my God, is this another situation where she's walked out? There's an issue. That's why it was a big deal.
Gotcha.
All right, nerd.
Congratulations to Naomi. And I know. Thanks, Sean.
No problem.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Morgan Wallen's I'm the Problem sits at number 1 on the Billboard 200 for the 11th non-consecutive week. However, it just came out that his team will not be submitting the album or any of its 37 songs or Morgan himself for any consideration in any category or any of the 7 songs that he co-wrote in any category in any genre for the Grammy Awards.
Why?
Wallen is removing himself from consideration from an awards body whose voters have almost totally ignored his musical contributions. This is according to Billboard. His album, Dangerous, is Billboard's number 1 album of the first 25 years of the 21st century. Wow. And the only nominations he's received in his 10-year career was for his work on Post Malone's F1 Trillion. Morgan has never received any nominations for any work from any of his solo albums. As of this week, Morgan Wallen has logged 40 weeks at number 1 on Billboard, a total matched or exceeded by only 8 other artists in Billboard's 70-year history. All 8 of those artists have won multiple Grammy Awards. This is the real kicker. Morgan Wallen and the Monkees are the only artists with 30 or more weeks at number 1 who have never won a Grammy.
So he's bitter.
I would be too.
Cry.
Come on, Morgan. Show him what you got, bro. Why not submit and then clean up at the Grammys?
Because he could submit and they may not nominate him again.
Yeah, he's doing the thing that Drake and The Weeknd did back in the day, which is
Cry.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I mean, there's having a case and there's having a case.
That's a case.
Right? I know. He definitely has the facts to back everything up.
That's a case.
That man did his research.
However, the Morgan Wallen camp are not stopping any of the other songwriters that are on his album who did contribute to submitting. So if you are a songwriter contributed to one of the songs, you're allowed to submit that on your own behalf. He's just not submitting anything as a songwriter or a performer or for the albums or for the songs or anything like that. Cry.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Have you watched that Biggest Loser documentary on Netflix?
No. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I watched it last night. Because I never really watched that show. My brother loved that show for some weirdo reason. And
it's not still on, is it?
No, God, no. It was super popular, and I guess at the time people found it to be uplifting, and then it was scandalous, and really they did some real questionable things.
So it was just basically who could lose the most weight.
Yes,
right?
but heavily in the show, they get into the fact that yes, it was the stories, yes, it was the weight, but they also had to make an entertaining television show. So some of the stunts that they used to have them do in those early seasons were they would have all the fat people there, and then they would open up a giant curtain, and that giant curtain would just be full of food, right? And then they would be like, okay, your team's challenge is to make the tallest food tower you can, and you're only allowed to carry the food back and forth with your mouth.
Oh, God, that's so mean.
Okay. And it's so mean.
That's very
it's so mean. And they interview everybody, but Jillian Michaels, who's one of the main trainers on the show, they go into the fact that she gave her contestants, they kept saying drugs, but it was caffeine pills is what it was. And then there's a doctor on the show who's trashing Jillian Michaels and everything else. Jillian Michaels is really the only person associated with the show who wasn't in the documentary. And she looks like she's getting suey.
Really?
Honestly, it's just filled with so many lies. And of course, I have the emails and the text messages to back all of this up. And, right now my team and I are trying to figure out the best way of going forward in dealing with this. Do we pursue this legally? Do I just do a data dump and give you all of the emails and all the receipts? But for the show's doctor to suggest that I never worked with him, for example, that's one of his lies. There are hundreds of emails going back and forth between me and the show's doctor. At no point was caffeine banned from the show. And actually, if you watch that episode, Allison Sweeney, I'm almost sure, I know for a fact I say it, that they're allowed to have caffeine, but I'm not allowed to give it to them. I'm almost sure that's what's in the show. I haven't watched it in years. But there's no point where caffeine has been banned from the show. Now, throughout numerous seasons, the doctor would allow them to have it, not allow them to have it, allow them to have it, not allow them to have it. Never once, just to clarify, because they try to make it look like I gave Rachel Fredrickson caffeine pills. I never even trained Rachel Fredrickson one time. She was not my contestant.
Are they not allowed to have caffeine when they're on a diet or something?
It was. There's a doctor on the show who was. He seemed pretty cool to me. He seemed like he knew what he was talking about. There was a debate as to whether caffeine was helpful with somebody who was losing this amount of weight. Like the guy who won that one season lost, I think it was 260 pounds in 6 months. Wow. Right? Like it was a lot. And then they had this one challenge where like they go really deep into the cruelty that they had. But at the time, right, in like 2005, everybody's like, this is great.
Yeah.
There was one challenge where, again, they have all the contestants and then they open the curtain.
Yeah.
And it's the temptation challenge. And keep in mind, these people are away from their families and jobs and works and everything else. Their kids.
And food.
Right? Their kids for like 12 weeks, 15 weeks. And the temptation challenge is that they walk up to a table and it's full of like pizza and nuggets and spring rolls and like everything else. And they're told that if they want to see their kids, right, if they want a chance to go home, you're not kicked off the show. If you want a chance to go home and see your kids, all you got to do is eat something.
Oh, that's so mean.
Right?
Bro, that's so mean.
Right? And it's not all you got to do is eat something. It's who can eat the most in 5 minutes.
Oh, my God.
And then the winner gets to
cruel.
go and see their kid. Like the show is like, when you go back and go watch this documentary, it's 3 episodes on Netflix. It's a super easy watch. But my God, did they put these people through hell.
That's so,
like
that
really,
that would never fly today.
One woman passed out on the beach during a 1 mile run.
Oh,
and then they
no.
interview her afterwards and she was like, and then I saw my grandfather and that's what I knew. And that's what I knew. I died.
Oh,
it's crazy.
What's
man.
it called again?
It's what is
It's
it
on Netflix.
called?
It's called, and it's the
it's called Fit for TV. The reality of the biggest loser is what it's called.
Okay. Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. I don't know if you saw episode 2 of the new season of South Park, but she was the one whose face kept slipping off and then running across the ground.
Oh, no.
And
Independently?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Bro, that's so mean. That's so mean.
And she kept killing dogs, right? That was her thing?
Oh, my God.
She kept, anytime she saw a dog, she shot it.
Oh, that's next level.
Yeah, it is next level. Anyway, so she was doing a press conference yesterday, and they're still trying to get people to not come over the southern border wall. And they've done everything. They've dug it into the ground. They made it super high. They've closed the gaps on it, made it virtually indestructible. Like all of this stuff to get people to not climb over the wall. But now they got a new idea on how to fix the wall.
Today, we are also going to be painting it black. That is specifically at the request of the president, who understands that in the hot temperatures down here, when something is painted black, it gets even warmer, and it will make it even harder for people to climb. So we are going to be painting the entire southern border wall black to make sure that we encourage individuals to not come into our country illegally, to not break our federal laws, but that they will abide and come to our country the right way so that they can stay and have the opportunity to become United States citizens and pursue the American dream.
Y'all ever heard of gloves?
There we go. It's so wild.
Like heat-resistant gloves? They sell those,
great.
you know?
It's so great.
You can buy them on Amazon.
It's so funny. I've seen video where, because it's not like a wall, right? If you've seen it, it's metal columns, individual metal columns that are in the ground and they just go straight up. So there's a gap in between them. And I was watching one video where these dudes just showed up with a car jack and they stuck it between it, turned it on its side and just cranked it and the thing's just open and then they all just went pouring through.
It's chess, not checkers.
Thank you. Also, the Trump administration wants immigration services to begin scrutinizing the social media accounts of potential visa and green card applicants for anti-Americanism. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services said officers will now consider whether an applicant for benefits such as residency, work, and visa applications, quote, endorses, promoted, supported, or otherwise espoused anti-Americanism, terrorists, or anti-Semitic views. So anything. But the problem is that who says, right?
The president.
No, he doesn't. He's not
but
the one
someone will
looking
flag
at it,
it.
though.
I know, but someone will flag, and then he'll be like,
No, it's up to the discretion of people, of like individuals, of what is considered like anti-American, right? Like, is liking Taylor Swift considered anti-American?
Oh, yeah, 'cause he hates her, right?
By some people, right? Like, what's considered, anti-American, right? Being a cricket fan, is that considered being anti-American? Who knows? They might think it is.
If you don't like opening week of NFL football,
yes, thank you. If
you don't like the lineup,
yes. Hashtag NASCAR sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, bro. You're not working.
They're gonna build a wall around you,
right? Yeah. Florida's too hot. Excuse me. I don't think so.
The rent is just too
not
high.
here. Not a fan of sundresses and cowboy boots. I don't know who isn't though.
I know. That's
right. Come on.
Inhumane.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
And Doug. Limu and I always tell you to customize your car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. But now we want you to feel it. Cue the emu music, Limu.
Save yourself money today. Increase your wealth. Customize and save, we say.
That may have been too much feeling.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
This clip of, do you know who Maury Povich is?
Maury Povich.
Maury Povich
Oh,
was
is he? You are not the father.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
So he
I
was
see it on
he was
clips.
a talk show host all those years ago, and his wife Connie Chung, they've been together forever.
Host of Big Brother.
No. No, no. She was a reporter, like 60 Minutes and like all of those things. Who's the host of Big Brother, Maury?
Julie Chen.
Julie Chen.
sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Connie Chung, Julie Chen, two different people. Okay.
Sorry. I apologize.
It's okay. I know.
Man.
I get it. But anyway, Connie Chung and Maury Povich have been together forever, right? And they've each written books, and she's gone on about like the guys that she dated, and then he's talked about like all the women he seduced back in his day.
Oh.
But I guess on Maury's podcast a little while ago, he had his wife on the podcast, and he just starts roasting her.
You became a big star.
About what?
About dudes.
Really?
Yeah.
You became a big star.
Well, no, I mean, whatever.
And you kind of messed around with stars.
Oh, you didn't?
Bro.
No, I didn't mess around with stars.
Yeah, I think you can name a few.
No, I'm not. No, I did not. I did not mess around with them. I knew them. You messed around with them.
Oh, my God.
It's in the book.
Yeah, it is, but...
Warren Beatty.
Oh,
my God. You know what my sister said about Warren Beatty?
Yes, he was
Every
the
woman who came to California had to go through him. It was like an immigration system.
Bro. Maury Povich. That's your life, man.
Oh, my gosh.
like it bothers him.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I
it
love
bothers
old
him.
people. Oh my God. Because how long they've been together now?
Oh, it's fine.
Like forever, right? Maury Povich and Connie Chung have been together forever.
They've been married for 41 years.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what love looks like right there.
Warren Beatty. Excuse me, what'd you say?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A man in Lindsay, Ontario is facing charges after he allegedly assaulted an intruder inside his home Monday morning.
What?
This is where you realize how whack some of the laws are in this country, even things you didn't even know about. So police say that the suspect, the guy, the homeowner, was asleep when he woke up. There was an intruder inside his apartment. Investigators say an altercation ensued, and the intruder sustained serious life-threatening injuries as a result of the homeowner. the guy who was living there, who woke up, was charged with aggravated assault and assault with a weapon. The intruder, who's a 41-year-old man, also from Lindsay, was charged with 4 offenses, including possession of a weapon for the dangerous purpose and break and enter. Police say the intruder was already wanted at the time of his arrest for unrelated offenses. So a guy...
Make it make sense.
A guy with a weapon breaks into somebody's house who the cops, I'm betting he's on parole, who the cops are already looking for. And then a guy wakes up to the intruder in his house, works him over, and then he's charged with assault.
No.
That's how it works.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It is. So it has to be, we have these laws here where the response has to be proportional to the threat, right? Meaning if like somebody shows up with a gun, you're allowed to use a gun. If somebody shows up with a knife, I guess you can use a knife. But if somebody shows up with a bat, you can't stab them.
Is that why they say don't show up with a pencil to a knife fight?
Yes. So it has to be proportional, right?
I don't know.
So
we don't
listen,
like
we
if
don't
somebody
have,
shows up in my house, an intruder, and you got a baseball bat, I'm going to use whatever I have accessible.
Then you will be charged.
But don't come into my house.
Right. I'm just saying that's how it works. You will be charged. Chances are the charges may get dropped, but the prosecutors and the police charge you for that.
No, don't charge me. I'll charge at you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play you this clip of a judge down in the States, Judge Henry Newkirk. So he's sentencing this guy who was up on murder charges. Mm-hmm. And he's reading out the sentence, 6 charges in total, and he completely screws it up. Listen to this.
The verdict, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty as to all 6 counts of the bill of indictment. Sheriff, will you please hand this to State's counsel and pass it over to... Wait, what? Didn't I say not? Sorry. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty on all 6 counts. I apologize for my mispronunciation.
Mispronunciation?
No, you got it wrong, sir.
Oh, my God.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
You said guilty.
Thank you. We all heard you say guilty. And then the jury was like, yo, whoa.
No, those
hold
are
on
not
a second
our
here.
words.
And this was a heavy case. The guy accused is a guy named Alton Oliver. He was accused of killing a police deputy.
That's serious.
Okay. And the jury deliberated for 10 hours. He faced charges of murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Like, these were serious charges.
How is he not guilty then?
So what happened is that this deputy, I guess, was off duty. And Alton Oliver claimed that this guy was in a car following him when he was walking home, and kept shouting out to him, and then kept propositioning him for sex.
Oh.
And then the accused started walking fast, and apparently the car sped up to catch up to him. He got freaked out, turned around, and shot the guy in the car. Right? So he got off. The jury found that he was not guilty, right? But that is some kind of mistake to make when you're a judge.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, my mispronunciation.
No, you said the wrong word.
Thank you. Sorry, I mispronounced not guilty.
Yeah.
No.
What you heard was I said guilty.
Yes.
LOL. Kidding.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
According to a new study, they found that 44% of adult diners have ordered off the children's menu for themselves at restaurants. Those surveys listed the smaller portion sizes as a key factor, but also pointed to the more budget-friendly prices and simpler choices. They found that orders by adults for kids' meals increased 30% from 2019 to 2025. So you get cheaper, it's smaller, and more convenient, and you don't have to spend as much money. We all get all that. Rising cost, definitely part of the trend, but they also point out to the amount of Americans who are on appetite-suppressing medications like Ozempic that may just want less food.
Oh. That's why you get the mac and cheese with apple juice.
Is that why? Where do you get that?
Where did we go? Oh, I was at Swiss Chalet the other day.
You were? There you go. I found, there's a restaurant I order from all the time. And I would sometimes, because I like the tacos, right? But they're little tacos. They're on the appetizer menu. So I sometimes get the little tacos. And then what I'll do is I'll go to the kids menu and I'll order the chicken fingers, because it's like 3 chicken fingers and a little bit of fries, and it's super cheap, right? What I've noticed is that everything off the kids menu disappeared except for the burger.
Oh, they caught on.
They caught on. Yeah. And I'm like, why do you care?
You're still making the sale,
right? Why do you care? Why do you care that I'm
because they want to sell the 5-piece chicken finger that are a little bit bigger than the kids version 3-piece?
Yes. So what I found was that the smaller version of something larger on the item was removed from the kids menu when you order it off the app.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting, right? I was kind of piched about that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
How often do you get your haircut, Mocha?
Once a month.
Once a month. Damn it, Maury.
Once a month.
Shem.
I get a lineup every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks?
Yep.
I used to be once a month. Now I'm like every 3 months, to be honest with you.
You're going to say yes.
Shows.
Yeah, thank you. Apparently, though, 21% of men say they feel nervous about asking their barber or their stylist for a new look.
I could see that.
23% of men have actually been afraid to ask for any sort of specific cut, even though they really, really wanted it. The study found that the average guy gets his haircut 10 times per year, so that's once every 5 weeks, which is right around where you guys are, right? Sure. And they have had the same hairstyle for... Mocha, how long have you had the same hairstyle for?
Oh, like 10 years?
Maury?
Life.
No.
Not the
That's
beard.
not true.
The hairstyle I've had.
No, you haven't. You had like
I'd say
frosted, you had frosted tips.
That was like 25 years
ago. It was longer.
Yeah, 25 years.
Okay,
so 25 years.
25 years. Shimmy?
I kind of switch it up. Sometimes I'll go bald, sometimes I'll do the mohawk.
Interesting.
Right?
Okay. So they say that the average guys had the same haircut for 7 years, is what they say.
What's yours at?
Mine, well, ever since I left ET Canada. So however long ago that was.
That's
like
3 years ago?
3 years ago. Then I had the same haircut for a long time, but now I've just been like letting it grow. Now, the hairstyles, man, because I'm growing it. Of course it shows. It would be weird if I didn't. They would all be ingrown and you could pop them.
That's so gross.
The 10 hairstyles ranked by what men think that they would like to try because they think they could pull it off. Okay, so when you go into the stylist, you're like, oh, God, I wish I could try this. And then they chicken out because of anxiety. Okay? So mohawk is on there, Shemmy. The bleached buzz cut is on there. The mullet is on there. The slicked back look is on there. Highlights are on there. Spiked hair is on there. Oh, my God. Getting a side part. Oh my God, forgive me. Yeah. That is way too much to ask. A middle part?
A middle part?
A middle part?
Nah, don't do that, nerd.
Okay.
Come on.
Going fully shaved or bald?
Yeah.
The number one thing that guys think that they could pull off with 28% is letting it grow.
Oh.
Letting it grow out.
Would you ever do that, Maury?
Long, luscious hair.
No, because then mine turns into a... I was about to say something. It's all curly and froey.
Oh, okay.
But it'll cover the bald spot that's growing in the back. Right?
At least I'm not gray. At least I'm not gray.
What's wrong with being gray?
Well, this is my comeback.
Oh, wasn't much of one.
I don't have another comeback.
Oh. Go to ChatGPT. Like you do everything else.
Jesus.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Air Canada is offering reimbursement assistance for passengers affected by the strike. Now, passengers need to fill out a form online with flight details and must provide the reason for the refund. However,
I'd fill out... Did you read the news?
Oh, well, good. You just wait for this. They must only fill out the form if they have booked directly with Air Canada. Also completed part of their journey with Air Canada and or need reimbursement for alternative modes or methods of transportation that got them out of where they were, right?
So you have to have been in transit already?
You needed to have completed part of your journey, meaning, so this is for the people who are stranded. The airline asked passengers not to fill out the form if they have booked via Aeroplan, a travel agent, anything online that is not Air Canada, Or if the flight was booked through another airline, meaning you took like one of their partners and they were going to stick you on an
like
Air
Star
Canada.
Alliance,
Yes, and then they
United.
So all those
They just
people
make it real difficult for people.
all those people who book on like Expedia, Red Tag, like anything like that, right? You cannot fill out this form on
Because then those people give you the reimbursement.
exactly. So you then have to deal with the travel agent or the online booking portal or the whatever it is. They're now
What a
the
mess.
ones. They're the ones that you have to deal with. Right. And if you did get one of those flights where you're on a Star Alliance and it was a Delta or whatever it was, you got to go deal with them. You can't deal with Air Canada.
What a mess.
And I don't know anybody who books directly with Air Canada.
Yeah, or any airline.
I don't know anybody
I don't
who
do that.
does.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
That's
messy.
bad. I remember when COVID happened because we that March were supposed to go to. God, it was the worst. I was going to fly with the girls to New York for the weekend, and then I was going to fly home, and then the girls were going to fly to Paris, and then go from Paris to London, and then London back to Toronto. Right, so it was going to be this big March break trip for them. But the problem was that COVID happened and flights started getting canceled all over the place, right? And Europe was like going bonkers, but the U.S. was still like, hey, what's the big deal? So,
2 weeks
so
to fly
they
to
were
Europe.
they were supposed to fly out of JFK to go to Europe, right? But the problem was that all the stuff in Europe was canceled, but JFK wasn't. So I was trying to get a refund on these flights because they would not have been able to get home. And I'm like, I'm not sending my family to Europe where they won't be able to get a flight home. And they're like, I know, but your flight there is still scheduled. And I'm like,
but they're closed.
But you can't take it.
Yeah.
Paris is closed.
Yeah, for a while. We don't know how long.
Right? And then dealing with the hotels, I'm like, listen, all the flights are canceled. We're in Toronto. We can't stay at your hotel in Paris. And they were like, but the hotel is still open, sir. Right? I'm
But your country is
but your
closed.
country is closed.
How am I supposed to even get in?
It was.
What a
It
mess.
took forever. It took forever to get. And I think by the end of it, I think I got 40% back from that trip.
Really?
Yeah, all the
should've
airfare
went.
and the hotels and everything.
They were
I think-
closed.
I think it was 40%.
If you were stuck in the air, you could have got it all back.
That we got back. No, I wouldn't have been able to more. It's not how it works.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Deion Sanders is setting a strict code of conduct for his players. So he's the college football coach out in Colorado. And for the 2025-2026 season, this is his first season without his kid there too, right? So this is I'm going to play this clip. This is all his players sitting in a room where he's going through what he expects of them, not on the field. This is what he expects of them, like on campus life.
We start school when, Ben? Tomorrow. No slides. If I see you with, I'm going to send people to campus tomorrow. If I see you with slides on campus, it's going to be a problem.
Damn.
If I see you with a hoodie on in class or some headphones on in class, it's going to be a problem. If I see you sitting in the back of the classroom, it's going to be a problem. Do we understand that? And if you're online and you have online classes and you don't have a shirt on, or you got a white beat on, or you have some stupid on that causes a distraction, or you walk around during that online session, it's going to be a problem. We good with that, guys? Now.
Couple things.
Damn.
Can I say two things real quick?
Yeah.
When you watch that video, you know how he says no hoodies?
Yeah.
When you watch that video, Deion Sanders is wearing a hoodie.
Yeah, but he doesn't want a hoodie with headphones on. You know what I
Okay.
mean? That look.
Number two, Deion.
Yeah.
It's 2025. You can't call it a wife beater.
Oh, no, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's a vest.
It's a vest.
No, tank top, bro.
Oh,
Tank
tank
top.
top. Sure.
No, you know what? No, here, let me defend you real quick because growing up, and I don't know if it's like a Caribbean thing.
Yeah.
Sham's parents Guyanese. My parents Guyanese.
Yeah.
My dad used to call it a vest
Yeah,
as well.
totally.
Really?
Yeah.
Like an undershirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, really, huh?
But
Undershirt.
a vest?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
They don't say undershirt.
You don't say undershirt?
No, they would just say my dad.
Oh, yeah.
My folks would just say call it a vest.
Yeah. Yeah,
But it's not a vest.
that's what they call it.
Yeah, it's called sleeveless vest.
It's just like when you go to the UK, they call a vest a waistcoat.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
That's what it is.
But it has nothing to do with your waist.
It doesn't matter. It's a waistcoat, and then an undershirt, I believe, is a vest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Because my parents
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time in England.
Yeah, see,
All right.
there you go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Sean William Scott, who again? Stifler. So Stifler filed for divorce last year from his wife, and he had to submit his financials, like do full financial disclosure for the ongoing custody battle and child support payments. Here's what Stifler makes. I was shocked by this, bro.
Okay.
Stifler, because like he's never carried a movie.
No.
Right? He's done a lot of movies.
Sure.
But
he's
I don't think Stifler's
comedic-
ever carried a movie.
Comedic relief, right?
Stifler disclosed that he earns $110,000 per month.
Doing what?
He earns $45,000 in royalty payments and $31,000 in dividend and interest payments per month, and has $158,000 in cash in his checking account. He also has $12.2 million in stocks, $18.7 million in property, $85,000 in cars, and $171,000 in furniture. He owns art that is valued at $93,000. He spends nearly $60,000 a month on bills, including $15,000 on property taxes alone.
Wow.
$8,000 on childcare payments. He's paid his legal team $500,000 to handle his divorce. Oh, and by the way, his total jewelry, his total jewelry pile is worth, according to him, $650.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
Spends it differently than you would, huh, Chef?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Maple Leafs captain Austin Matthews made an appearance last night at Hockey Night in Brampton. And this was the first time that media was able to get a word from him on how he feels about going into this season without Mitch Marner.
You know, we'll obviously miss him. He's a great friend, great teammate. You know, that's kind of the business side of it. That's tough, but obviously wish him nothing but the best. And yeah, we'll just keep it moving.
Just keep it moving. Keep it
That's
moving.
all you can do.
A lot of new guys on the team. How's he feel about that?
Feeling good. Yeah, obviously a lot of changes, but excited about the guys we brought in. Obviously excited about the guys that we have. I know we got a great team and great group of guys in the locker room, so looking forward to kind of getting starting. You know, guys are going to have to take some steps, but you know, I think that's a good thing, a good problem to have.
Guys, you know, guys are going to have to take some steps. Got a lot of guys. New guys. Looking forward to it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Machine Gun Kelly did the New York Times podcast, and I guess he was opening up about what happened with the split between him and Megan Fox and how that affected his new sound on his new album.
Here's the real truth. I spent Christmas and New Year's, the whole month of December and late November in a rehab facility. I say it on the first track of Lost Americana where I said, all the pages are blank until my life goes to I know I do that on purpose just to write again. Great bar. It truly sums up the totality of what I do almost before every album cycle.
Yeah, like, have to tear it all down.
I mean, and we watched it with this one. You know, you could see it in the news. I'm like, I got to ruin everything. I've put so much weight on my art that I'm like, oh, I'll bleed out and die for this. There's no beguiling on this album. This album is not a character. There was a characterization that I was playing into that really loved being a polarizing figure. I think, though, when I'm at home at night, if you look at my astrological chart, it's one of the most, like, sensitive charts that exist. Among other gnarly diagnoses that I have, like, hypersensitivity is one of the things. So I have a hardened shell. I grew up a battle rapper. Like, I am prepped for war pretty much at all times. The truth is, it felt much more satiating to the broken boy that I have just now finally like picked up, sat next to me, and I've been like, I'm adopting you to be the simpatico versus being the polarizing figure.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
I'm happy he's doing well. I love his new album. But I truly believe, and I'm not above, fixing yourself and tearing yourself apart and building yourself back up, all that stuff. I am a huge proponent of. But I think that sometimes in some situations there is such a thing as too much therapy. I think that when you start speaking in only therapy talk and you get yourself in this perpetual, always fixing and always talking and always analyzing, you don't allow yourself as like a real person to sort of live. Like when you answer these questions, when somebody asks you a question and you come back with this, right? It doesn't help when you just sit there and you're always just talking about your stuff.
But that's because that's all they hear.
I know. It doesn't help.
No, I think because
it doesn't help.
He's in and out of rehab. That's the only life he knows.
At rehab, I'm fine with.
No,
but
like the
therapy
therapy,
talk.
that's the only, like he just literally lives it every single day.
Single day.
He ceases
and then,
to exist as MGK as a person, right?
And I'm not slamming him for I'm not slamming him for trying to be a better person, for fixing the things. Like I'm not any of that stuff. I'm just saying that you have to be able to step away from the only referring to yourself in therapy speak, right? Like you have to have a way of removing yourself from the couch every now and then.
But bro, have you ever...
And also astrology.
Yeah, have you not looked at this astrological chart? It makes sense.
Yeah, no, I know. And I don't want to, I'm not crapping on therapy or anything like that. I'm just saying that sometimes it can be,
those couches are comfortable.
Yeah, I know.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, here, let me read you this. This is crazy. The number of Americans who read for pleasure has fallen 40%, according to a new study. Between 2003 and 2023, daily reading for reasons other than work and study fell by 3% each year. The number saw its peak in 2004 with 28% of people qualifying before falling to 16% in 2023. This was taken by a study of more than 236,000 people. Ooh. And also, I know what you're saying. Okay, well, books, and who will sit around and read a book and everything else, right? I know what you're saying. The definition of reading for this survey wasn't limited to just books. It included magazines, newspapers, in print or electronic, or in audio form.
Come on.
What?
40%?
So what are people doing?
TikTok.
Oh, sure.
What does that say about our future?
Well, it's not good. They say reading has historically been a low barrier, high impact way to engage creativity and improve your quality of life. This is what they say. When we lose one of the simplest tools in our public health toolkit, it is a serious loss. Like reading takes nothing out of you. It asks nothing from you, and the benefits are skyrocket.
Ross, do you read?
I read constantly.
No, a book.
Constantly, no. But I read constantly. I'm always reading.
Yeah.
Always, always, always reading. That's a big number, 40% drop.
That's shocking.
Yeah, from 2003 to 2023.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Doug Ford, Thug Ford, Ontario
Yes.
Premier, going off on the circumstances around that guy up in Lindsay, Kawartha Lakes, who was arrested. So if you don't know this story, there's a guy who is now charged with assault. He was alone in his home, and an intruder broke into his home. The intruder had a weapon. The intruder was also wanted by police for previous things. And this guy tuned him up. The homeowner saw the intruder in his house, and I guess they went at it, and he inflicted life-threatening injuries on the guy who broke into his house. And now the homeowner has been charged with assault and weapons and everything else.
Ridiculous.
But the law is the law. So before we get to the Kawartha Police, their explanation for this, here's a little bit of Doug Ford from yesterday.
Did everyone hear about the story in Lindsay? So this criminal that's wanted by the police breaks into this guy's house. This guy gives him a beating, and this guy gets charged. And the other guy gets charged. But Something is broken. I know if someone breaks into my house or someone else's, you're going to fight for your life. This guy has a weapon. You're going to use any force you possibly can to protect your family.
Yo, I'm with you, Thug.
Yes. So the intruder was also charged. He was also wanted. Was charged with 4 offenses, including possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose and breaking and entering. And, of course, the cops were already looking for him because he was out on bail. Here's more Doug Ford.
The violence and breaking into people's homes, putting guns to their head. And guess what? Some bleeding heart judge, little Johnny, he didn't have a good upbringing. So we're going to let him out on bail 5 more times because he's on his 5th, being let out on bail 5 times, just to go do the same thing the next day. I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I get more calls than anyone in the country. People are done with this.
Yes.
They're absolutely done. They're finished. You should be able to protect your family.
Facts.
When someone's going in there to harm your family and your kids, you should use all resources you possibly can to protect your family. 100%. And maybe these criminals will think twice about breaking into someone's home.
That's right. Tag me in, Thug Ford.
So
OTC, I got your back, son.
Kawartha Lakes police issued a statement yesterday in response to the, quote, significant public interest and emotional response to this story. They said investigators examined all the information and evidence available before laying charges, and that only a limited amount of information is being released to the public. Well, then release more. But that's another problem with the police here. They say, under Canadian law, individuals have the right to defend themselves and their property. However, it is important to understand that these rights are not unlimited in Canada. The law requires that any defensive action be proportionate to the threat faced. This is from the Kawartha Police Department. This means that while homeowners do have the right to protect themselves and their property, the use of force must be reasonable given the circumstances. So in a moment like that, you have to assess the threat against you. Anybody would think it's life or death when you see somebody in your home. But you have to go beyond that, and you have to say, okay, am I bigger than this person? Right?
So what?
It looks like they're carrying something. Now, is that a bat or is that a sword? I don't know, but before I grab a knife, guess what? You better know. Because if it's a bat and you grab a knife, it's not good for you. It's not going to work out well for you at all.
Something that you can hit with.
It has to be a proportionate response, and you have to assess
This is
that
not like fair is fair.
Moment.
This is not fair is fair.
Yes.
No, you break into my house, you're catching these hands.
Yes. And the table.
Everything.
And the fireplace poker.
Doing everything to eliminate the threat.
Yes.
I don't care what happens.
Squirt hot sauce in your eyes.
Everything.
Putting your neck under a chair. Kicking you in the nuts.
Everything.
All of it.
Sounds like Home Alone.
Yeah. I'm doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like rock, paper, scissors.
You break into my house. I'm like, something's going in your ass too. In all of it. I'm sorry. Right? You're not going to like it either. You're not going to like it, but I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything.
That's wild, bro.
Yes, it is wild. I know. But guess what? You won't break into my house again.
Not knowing that now.
Right? Maybe that's what happened. Maybe we don't know. Right?
Yeah.
We don't know.
No.
Right? We don't know how the life-threatening injuries were caused.
I don't want to have to go back
Maybe
to the
you
homies.
just filled them.
I don't want to have to go back to the
Right?
homies and be like, they'll be like, what'd you get from Roz's house? Well,
yeah, you
didn't
don't
go
want
as
to know.
planned.
No,
because
Yep. Also, I'm gonna have to lie down in the back seat in the getaway car.
Jesus Christ!
Thank you. That's what you get.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play this here. A Michelin-starred chef named Alice Austin. She's working with a cat food brand called Catkin out of the UK. They do cat food, like hard, like dry, soft, everything else. And she's created a cat food burger. And now the cat food burger is not for cats.
What?
The cat food burger is for people. Okay. So what she did was she took this wet, kind of like chunky cat pate, right? Shaped it into a patty, coated it in panko breadcrumbs, fried it up. From there, she smothered the burger in creamy ricotta, parmesan, and a lemon spread with smoky bacon jam. It's served on a ciabatta with lettuce, sun-dried tomatoes, cucumber, and drizzled hot honey. I'm going to send a picture of the burger to the group chat right now. You guys can take a look. Let me know what you think. The first picture is her squeezing the cat food into a dish.
Ew.
The other pictures are what the final product of the burger looks like.
The final product was delicious, but knowing that it's cat food, I ain't having it.
But she smothered it in all kinds of different flavors, so no wonder it doesn't taste like cat food.
So here, it's a thick burger though, more. So here's a montage of humans who have tried the cat burger.
This is the Catkin Cluck Burger. Dare to try?
I've never eaten cat food before.
I think he likes it.
It's delicious. It's tasty.
It's good. I wouldn't expect this to be cat food.
It's a little mushy, but flavor-wise, actually not too bad. Excellent.
It's not too bad. It doesn't taste like cat food.
It tastes like a burger.
Nah, nope.
No?
Still cat food.
Not for you?
Would you try it?
No.
No.
I love
Maury?
cats.
I absolutely would try it.
Huh?
Cheesecake, you trying it?
I don't normally discriminate when it comes to food. I mean, look at me, but nah, bro, that ain't for me.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.